Tell me all about Ryan.
Ryan is 14 years old. Yes, he just turned 14. He has a condition called Lissencephaly. He has seizures. He is fed through a feeding tube. He cannot walk, talk, sit, or stand, but he can smile, and he's happy. I did not know anything was up with him until he was about 6 months old. He wouldn't roll over or pick up his head. I would have to wake him up in the middle of the night, which to me was fine, but apparently not. And he never cried. So we took him to the doctor. The doctor suggested an MRI, and the MRI showed that he had Lissencephaly. On the brain, there's gyri, which are the swirls on the brain. Typically, kids with Lissencephaly, the brain is smooth. There's all different stages of Lissencephaly, some more smooth, some less smooth. Ryan's like right in the middle, kind of towards the more smooth end. Kids with that condition, right off the bat, you're told that they typically won't live past 2. But we see how true that is, right?
Welcome to SBSK. We believe that everybody has a story that's worthy of being heard. When we listen to one another, the world becomes a closer place, and we all benefit together. So without hesitation, let's meet today's friend.
In just a moment, I would like to sit beside Ryan and just let him know I'm here and I care about him. Sure. What's the best way for me to do that?
Just how I am. You sit right next to him. I always brace his elbow and hold his hand, and he'll lead the way. It'll be a hand holding or a patty cake.
Hey Ryan, I'm gonna come over and sit beside you so we can be friends. It's really nice to meet you. Is it okay if I grab Ryan's hand? He used to support his elbow?
Yeah.
If he needs it.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan. My name is Chris. I'm super happy to be here with you today. And I'm having a wonderful time with you and your family. I can tell you're a really great person. And I'm just excited to spend the day with you. Thanks for letting me come over to your house and hang out with your family. It's really nice to meet you. How do they tell you that your child has Lissencephaly?
They told me very bluntly that he had Lissencephaly. And then, of course, they say, oh, don't Google it. Don't Google it. That's the first thing I did when I got home, which was terrible.
When you Google it, what do you learn?
So, right away, Googled it. The first thing it said was 90% of kids won't live past 2. 100% of kids won't live past 10. So, for a while, I think I lived kind of waiting for something like that to happen, which sounds terrible, but it is the truth. But we're past that now, right? I think once he hit 5, I was like, oh, we're in it for the long haul.
Tell me all about your brother Ryan.
He's 14 and he likes music a lot. And that's really all he really likes.
Tell me about Ryan's relationship with Emma.
It's a difficult relationship sometimes because I do think she desperately wants someone to physically play with. But she loves him. She'll go into his room and kiss him goodnight, and he has this little box in his room that's characters, and they play music or play a story, and I'll hear it stop and I'll hear her feet run to put a new one on. So she always wants to know how to give him his medicine, how to feed him. So it's like a caregiver relationship in its own too, but she loves him. She definitely loves him, and he loves her.
If you want to bond with Ryan, what do you do?
Not much. It's, it's hard to think.
Can it sometimes be difficult to bond with Ryan?
Yeah. Because he's not really... He usually just doesn't do much. He's very hard to bond with.
Do you still try sometimes, or do you just kind of let him do his thing?
I try a little, but I just let him do his own thing.
When he does his own thing, what does he do?
He usually just He has like these lights in his room and he usually looks up at them.
Are you able to gauge Ryan's receptive skills? Do you know how much of what you say he's understanding?
I don't know how much he understands, but I know him like the back of my hand. So, I mean, I can hear a change in his breathing from the other room. I can tell if he's in pain just by the look on his face. No, I don't know how much he can comprehend or understand, but I do know that he enjoys people, music, lights. We take him everywhere we go, and he still has a lot of quality of life, in my opinion. Right?
What do you want other people who aren't familiar with disabilities or lissencephaly to understand when they see Ryan?
I think just understand that he is a kid. He loves interaction. What else, Ryan? I don't know. Just treat him like you would treat any other kid.
Do you notice a shift in his energy when people directly talk to him?
Yeah, definitely. He perks up a bit. And he gets happy, right? Yeah. See?
You said that Ryan loves to smile.
He does.
What makes him smile?
Adele. Lights. He just likes people. He likes being around people. I'm not one to sit in the house, so everywhere we go, he goes, and he's just likes being out and about. He really enjoys school, right?
I've heard that one of your favorite things in the world is bright lights. So I had your mom bring out one of your favorite toys, which produces bright lights, and I thought we could play with it together. Whoa! That is cool! Here. Look at all those bright lights. So I noticed as soon as I turned on one of his favorite toys, he started kind of bouncing around and his face lit up a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me about his energy can change in different environments.
Yeah, I feel like the more stimulation that you give him, the more he kind of like perks up. Whether it's lights, music, or just like interacting with him, he definitely acknowledges it.
Oh look, we can change the color too. Now we have purple. Orange, yellow. And now we'll speed it up. What do you like? Do you like this fast more or do you like the slow more? Nice and slow. Now we'll go back to fast. And now slow. I kind of like the fast the best. And here, let's see what different colors we can get. We have yellow, orange, red, green, yellow. Whoa! What is it like to be Ryan's dad?
It's different. To be Ryan's dad, I guess you have to be a little more flexible, a little bit more go with the flow.
Was that easy at first?
Yes and no. It's always hard. So I don't know if Tyler mentioned, I'm Ryan's stepdad, so I didn't know Ryan until he was about 2 years old. So I guess at first it was hard. Just understanding to get to know Ryan and how everything is and how everything works and how the future is going to be. But after that, we adapt and overcome, and we always, find a way to, I guess, put our best foot forward.
If another family sees you and Ryan out in public, what do you hope they do?
One thing I've never minded was being asked questions. Like a lot of kids will be like, "Oh, baby," because he's like in a wheelchair stroller type thing. And even my daughter's friends, like I've explained to them from day one, only thing that's different about him is how his brain grew. Everything, like, he loves to be spoken to. He likes to do, like, patty cake. He's always moving his hands, so he likes his hands touched, right? So yeah, just approach him. Say hi. He might not say hi back, but he'll like it.
That was awesome. Thank you for playing with me. That was a lot of fun. At what point of you two meeting did she tell you that she had a child with lissencephaly?
So I want to say like maybe a month into it, and maybe I wasn't understanding, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. I was just really positive about everything. I was trying to just be so positive. And she's like, "You don't understand." I was like, "But no, like yeah, you know, just yeah." And she's like, "But you don't understand." I'm like, "Okay." And then eventually I grew to understand and accept and learn and love.
So when you said you were like super positive at first, were you like, oh, he'll learn and he'll outgrow it?
I'll never forget one thing. You know, she was talking about like brain development, and I'll never forget. I was like, well, you should have him drink more vitamin D because I know vitamin D. Yeah, just from stuff like that.
How did she react?
I think she looked at me like I was kind of a knucklehead.
What are some things you've grown to learn about Ryan that might have been hard to see at first?
Just all the little things that he does enjoy. You know, whether we go to like a band or something and see how he is, you know, sitting at home watching TV versus how he might perk up when there's a guy playing a guitar or a drum. And to see his interaction with that, it's pretty cool to see that he enjoys all the regular things just like we do.
Are people, the general public, generally accepting of Ryan?
Definitely. And if they're not, I make them.
How do you do that?
Just introducing him, bringing him around. My friends got mad at me not too long ago because we were at a carnival close by, and I was like, I'm gonna take him on that sea serpent, and they're like, no, you're not. He can't do that. And I'm like, watch. So me and my friend took him on the sea serpent. Just things like that. Just incorporate him into everyday life, and if he can't do it, he can't do it. But if there's a slight chance that he could, we're gonna do it.
How do you like the ride?
Hit or miss. He didn't cry, but he might have been a little scared. But I got him.
But now you know. You wouldn't have known.
Know.
You might have loved it.
Something you did, right?
I know that when you have a child with lissencephaly, there are inherently a lot of challenges to overcome. But are there any challenges that stem more from our societal structure that we could possibly fix if we dedicated time and resources to it?
Definitely. The biggest thing is making more places handicap accessible. Like, even just your simple restaurant. Like, we like to go out as a family, and we have to, one of us, my husband or I, will have to go in the restaurant first, see if we can, one, even get him in, if there's anywhere his wheelchair can fit, so it's not causing this, like, big commotion. Yeah, the more accessibility, physical accessibility, the better, right? Because we do really like to take him everywhere we go.
Does he like to go out?
He does, yeah. We don't like to sit in the house.
What did you think when your parents told you that your brother has a disability?
I really didn't know. I was little. So I didn't really understand what they meant.
Do you understand now?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It means that he can't do things that other kids can.
Is it still important that we treat him kindly?
Yeah.
Why is that important?
Because even if he has a disability, it doesn't matter. He's still a kid.
What are you most proud of Ryan for?
I am most proud of Ryan for just being strong. So strong. Through all the surgeries, hospital stays, illnesses. You're tough. You're super tough.
Do you set goals for Ryan?
My main goal for Ryan right now is just quality of life, happiness and health. There's no specific goals that I need or want for him other than to just be healthy and happy.
In life, we're always learning, growing. Over Ryan's 14 years, is there anything you've learned that's made being his parent easier?
Yes. The biggest thing I've learned is to accept what is, adapt to the things we can't control, and do our best to overcome them. I've definitely learned from him specifically that not everything is a big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? And to just do everything you can. So I don't even know, right? He taught me a lot of stuff in 14 years. Yeah, we try to do everything we possibly can, even if it might be a little dangerous, just to say we did it.
Thanks for watching SBSK. Click subscribe here to be part of our community. Then hit the notification bell below so you never miss a story. You can even meet another friend here. See you next time.